depth. And our first guest is living proof that you can come to the city with nothing or little and still succeed. Only, though, if mentality and you're willing to put the hard yards in. Dariush Soudi is a serial entrepreneur. I think he's happy with me describing him as such. Somebody who now not just helps himself, but others and other entrepreneurs to test their limits and stand out from the crowd. He is the founder of Arena Consultancy, of Elite Mastery, of the Be Unique Group, and he's also the creator of the Gladiator Mastery Program. He is also with us live here in studio. Dariush, I can't thank you enough for joining us, and welcome to Starting Up.
Thank you very, very much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Good to have you here. Now, listen, your sort of career precedes you. Great success in business from the UK. Started out in the UK, made your name in the UK in business, in the world of sales as well. So, with everything going so well over there, why come here?
I was at a stage of my life, mid to early 40s, and doing quite well. Got famous, was on live documentaries on ITV, and the fame brought me some bad luck. I became a target, and I got attacked at home one night, and 4 men broke in at knife point, demanded money. I was divorced at the time, my ex-wife, and
so you had no money.
I had no money. As a salesman, I actually told them I don't have that kind of money right there. So, but they knew where my children went to school, where I lived, obviously, and for the fear of their safety, I sent the kids to Dubai that evening. Never went back, and 2 weeks later I had a heart attack, and I just lost the will to continue. I never went back to that house. I sold it. I was leveraged. I ended up with about $1,000 in my pocket. So within 9 months I lost everything. 3 kids. They didn't go to school for 6 months. But you know what happened was, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because when I was lying on that hospital bed looking at the ceiling, it was like, they actually said I didn't have a chance of survival.
Really?
Because the toughest side of my heart was malfunctioning. And there's a 25% chance of survival. And I just knew it wasn't my time. But I was crying, but I wasn't crying because I had a heart attack. It was zero fear of death, but I didn't want to die alone. So I just decided no matter what happens, I want to be with my kids. And that's why I just literally burned all my bridges, burned all the boats, and came to Dubai.
So it's that epiphany moment, that sort of life-changing moment that makes you make a big decision as well. I mean, was Dubai ever on the agenda before or not?
I used to come here all the time on holiday, but obviously Dubai 2008, 2007 wasn't what Dubai is today. But there was a very positive energy. I love the energy here, but in the UK, you think the whole world revolves around the UK. You don't realize it's literally a 6-hour flight. So we kept on holiday, kept going back. So my sister lived here, they did quite well. But then again, my first license was a Virtue Zone, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Dariush.
Thank you very much. So yeah, I found you guys when you had an office in JLT.
Yeah.
And that served me really well. And I think comfort zone can be a serial, stops you from growing. And I was in a comfort zone. And then sometimes life throws lightning bolts at you. And then it was a wake-up call. I was living a life, I don't like clouds, rain. Dubai was sunny. Yeah. I realized that I love to live in the sun. I wasn't very clear with my boundaries and values. So while I was in the hospital bed, I wrote my values down. These are my values, and I don't do any business with anybody who doesn't value time, who's honest, who's transparent, great communicator, very clear. And I walk away from the money. But I think previously I looked at the money first, and then I inherited people that I didn't have the same values with.
It's really true, isn't it? You know, timing is something they tease the Brits about being punctual, but it's a sign of respect, isn't it?
I think so. Respect is one of my values. Manners, respect, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Time is something that is a commodity that we cannot afford to lose. It's the most expensive commodity that we have, and people take it for granted unless it's too late.
So 3 Brits talking about timekeeping and respect.
We'll start queuing in a minute,
so
won't we?
Generation Z are turning off now.
Yeah.
Quick question though, Dariush. I mean, a lot of people come here in their 20s, you know, and Dubai's a work hard, play hard environment. That's why we're told, etc. And there is a sort of urban myth out there that sort of the longer you wait, the longer you leave it, it's more difficult to get going here. You came here in your 40s, as you just mentioned there. I mean, was it tough to start over or not?
Well, it depends how you see the glass. Is it half full, half empty, or is it overflowing? So when I came here, it was September 2009, the worst time Dubai has ever had. But for me, it was perfect because I came as a consultant, a fixer. People don't want to fix it when they don't have any problems. They're making money. So it was a perfect time for me. So I'll go to people and say, look, I'm an aspirin salesman. So what do you mean? I say, I'll find your business headache and I fix it. So just give me a chance to come and have a look at it and then pay me on performance. Because I had no history, I had no track record here. So, and then it worked. It worked very well. Here's the thing, because Dubai is a commercial city, people don't come here to find love and spirituality. You go to Bali for that. You tend to you have to kiss a lot of frogs to kiss a few princes. So my suggestion is stick to your values, keep delivering on your promises, and eventually you'll set yourself out from everybody else. Because my word is everything. People may not like the way I'm very assertive, very aggressive towards achieving things, but they actually always respect me. They say this guy delivers on his word, delivers on his promises. And I think in Dubai, that's critical.
It's a fascinating, delivering on a word and sticking to your promises is everything here. But at the same time, I suppose, as you said, 2009, tough times. There's been a few curves along the way as well. Was there a moment, I mean, you talked about the epiphany a little earlier on that hospital bed over in the UK. Was there a moment, a sort of positive enlightenment moment here as well, when you went, you know what, I've made it here, or this will now be my home moving forward?
The day I landed, you get that feeling in Dubai. The energy, the foresight, it's all from leadership. You know, they talk about vision, and that vision, I run a relatively small company, and your vision is everything. When I'm at the office, the productivity drops by 30%. But the vision of our current rulers are so amazing that you just feel it everywhere you go. And you know it's work in progress, and that cannot not be inspiring. So, and also it's flat land, you can see distances. I really believe when you can see distances, you can see the future. So you can plan ahead.
The world is not flat, though.
No,
Just letting you know.
That's another session.
Here are two cliches, okay? But they're cliches for a reason. You learn more from your losses than your victories. And you never lose. You either win or you learn.
Absolutely.
Right? And so, you know, if you're an entrepreneur listening to this, that has two advantages. One, if you do, you know, sometimes hit rock bottom, learn from it. And secondly, when you're up making a speech or anything that makes you feel nervous, if you know that if you don't do it right, you're going to learn from it, then you can be more positive. There you go.
And half the time, the audience don't know what you're going to talk about anyway. So whatever you say, they just appreciate it. So celebrate.
You have formulated this into, and Neil and I absolutely love the name of the programme, the Gladiator's Mastery Programme.
The Gladiator that gives back.
The Gladiator that gives back.
Never thought that could happen.
My favourite film, my favourite TV series back in the day as well, Gladiators. Tell us about the programme. How did you bring it?
I'm going to ask you a question if you don't mind.
Yeah.
They interviewed Ridley Scott, and he asked the question. He said, "Do you know what Gladiator movie is about?" And people say, somebody from rags to riches. And it's actually a love story. He had to die to be with his family again.
Yeah.
So it's the love story.
Still and truth and honour, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and it resonated with me. And I think here's the thing. I like Roman times and 2,000 years ago, and I often go to Rome. If you imagine, if you were a gladiator today, and they gave you a knife and a shield, and they said, right, off you go, there's the arena, go in there and let's see how it goes. Or now you go to a bank manager, and the bank manager says, good luck, 80% fail in the first year. And 80% of that, 20% fail in the second year. What's going to happen to you in the arena 2,000 years ago? You won't survive.
Yeah.
You won't survive. But here, we just, as entrepreneurs, we're expected to fail and celebrate. But what I think, if you can actually work on your maneuvers, practice, rehearse your defense, offense, strategy, look at where you're going, and going to the arena, you get more yeses than nos. So you can get to where you want to be, your destination, a lot quicker. I just think, again, entrepreneurs face challenges with a smile, right? So I wake up in the morning, I hope to get challenges, because the more and bigger challenges I fix, the more money I earn. Employees go in and something happens, they go, hang on, it's the system will take care of it. So to be an entrepreneur, you need that right mentality. Gladiator mentality is that you win at all costs. You dominate the meeting. You know where you're going. You get from A to B in the shortest possible time.
And you pick yourself up, I suppose. If you get knocked down in the gladiator arena, you pick yourself up
all
and
the
go
time.
again.
You have to pick yourself up.
There's nothing worse than presenting and you say, any questions? And there are none. It's when people give you an objection or a difficult question. So they've been listening. It's an opportunity to sell.
Yeah. The programme, available to all?
Available to all. Dariush Soudi, if anybody Googles me. I have 3 months in the US. The Americans love it. I'm fully booked in the US come June, July, August, doing seminars all over the US. Dubai's taken off like crazy. People love it. And I think a lot of people are lost. If you work for a company, I'm not saying virtues, but many companies, they just throw you on the field and say good luck, and you're burning confidence and prospects in the marketplace. And as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, even as a salesman, you're always selling. So just enjoy the process and learn and practice before you go into the marketplace. And it's all about repetition.
It is fascinating, and I would encourage people to get. We've got some lovely text messages coming in for you, Dariush, as well. The one that's made me laugh the most is: does Dariush actually get dressed up as a gladiator during the programme or not?
During the radio program, I can say yes, and nobody will ever know. Yeah, in my six-pack and bulging muscles, yes.
Everyone has a price.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes,
Until they see me.
listen, you put the money down on the table. A gladiator's outfit is coming out.
It will be inspiring, I can guarantee you that. Listen, we could talk about this for hours and hours and hours, but if you want to find out more about Dariush's personal story, but also the Gladiators Mastery Programme, and of course, all the other things that he's involved with at the moment, then do reach out to Dariush. How do people do that, Dariush?
My social media platform, Dariush Soudi Official, and my team will connect with them straight away. We have online programs, we have seminars, quarterly seminars. We just love to contribute. I actually don't make money out of giving. There's no money in it at all. I don't have an end product to sell. We just continue to give, and the universe will bring it back to us in some other way. So.
Listen, Dariush, on behalf of all the team at Virtue and all the team here at Dubai Eye, we can't thank you enough for popping in and telling us your story. We'll get you in again soon as well, but thank you for your time.
Strength and honour. I salute you.
Strength and honour. Strength
Thank
and
you
honour.
so much.